sometimes take me camping to the mountains. But I first came across a wind and solar station. So the only thought that arose in my head was, how they produce energy, and is it harmless to the environment? So then I was worried that global warming would end up destroying many of the natural environments that humankind so hard to protect. Can we find a sustainable alternative to it? So it is a question of our generation. Scientists, investors, and activists present staggering warnings and visionary solutions for the energy of tomorrow. So we listed some technical solutions were pretty straightforward. For instance, solar panels on the roofs and an electric car popularization. However, I forgot my speech. So this is the depiction of solar panels. So this is a depiction of one of the biggest solar farms located in the United States, precisely in North California. So, and in order to build this farm, they had to clear the whole area of wildlife. So, literally pulling out the constant inhabitants and their babies out of burrows, putting them on the trucks, and transporting them to the captivity. Thus, where many of them ended up dying. And solar farms needs about 450 times more than requires atomic power plants. And so, last thing to the conservation, Superman. You all know who is that hero. And imagine, if the power, he can get only the power, which is renewable. And if it be the sun, he can definitely get absorbing and synthesizing energy. But, as some tricky example, after some while, when the dust will come, night, he will lose his power because there is no even more sunlight to observe. And if the power will come from the nuclear, he will have a constant and reliable source of energy. He can get energy even if it be night or no wind. There are also disastrous impact to the world from solar and nuclear, from the solar. And you can see the construction of the wings from the solar comes. There is a steel, glass, cement, and some about concrete. And also in the section of others, there is a high level of toxic elements. And you can see the nuclear in the last place that only consists the steel, concrete, and cement. Alright, so there are also disasters. No, next one. Scientists are concerned about that solar panels are just going to be shipped into poor countries in Africa. So that will lead to more disastrous circumstances and conditions in the third world countries. So leading to disease spreading, epidemics, and pandemics as well. So next one. There is a picture of some after natural disasters, and waste comes from exploited solar farms. And so, the nuclear power is the only waste that comes from the nuclear power stations. So they are safely contained and internalized. But look at the power stations and solar panels. What does all this mean going forward? If Uzbekistan will deploy nuclear power spots, it will already be getting 100% of electricity from clean, zero-emission energy sources. So, let's do a quick poll and determine who are against and who supports atomic power spots. From now, please raise your hands if you're against atomic power spots. Against? No one. Oh, you support all of you, right? Alright. Alright, it was pretty straightforward. Most of you were against constructing such an enormous atomic power spots and it's quite reasonable to add. Why most of you, so it's quite reasonable to ask why most of you were against constructing such an enormous atomic power spot and asking, so why it is not safe and don't laugh. The coal, petroleum, biomass, and natural gas actually emits carbon dioxide to the environment, but nuclear, not. It's clean, zero emission power site. So, The uranium which we use in electricity production is energy dense. And we need about the same amount of uranium as this Rubik's Cube to provide our entire life with the power we need. So, my speech is going to be end, and I wanted to see that we humans only together, we need to collaborate and help each other. So, thank you for the attention. Everybody, peace.